Lohan, you're chasing a story. It's a story about custody, but custody when it comes to international borders and parents taking their kids to another country outside the U.S. What do you got?
I was recently contacted by a coalition. They're called Bring Our Kids Home. The founders, Ravi and Vikram, know about international child abduction all too well. They started this group because they're victims. They're called Left Behind Parents. They call themselves LFBs. First, Ravi told me his heartbreaking story of his son, Raynash. He hasn't seen him in 3 years.
4 days before we were supposed to all come back, she said that she's not coming back and that she's not going to allow Raynash to come back either.
Now, after that, Vikram, the other co-founder, had told me about his horrible ordeal. It's been 2 years to the day for him since he's seen his beautiful daughter, Nikhita.
My daughter was 4 years old. My daughter's name is Nikhita. She was removed from the United States. She was born in New York. The mother was a U.S. citizen, took her to India, and said she's not coming back.
So now India is the #1 country in the world in regards to child abductions. According to the State Department stats for India, from 2010 to 2014, there were 173 child abduction cases that have been registered. India, as of now, is not a signatory on the Hague Convention of Child Abduction. Now, most developed countries are. There's over 80 countries on the list. And to sign on requires that children who have been wrongfully taken or retained in another country that is not the country of their citizenship must be promptly returned to that country. In this case, all of these children that have been taken to India are U.S. citizens, as well as their parents.
Isn't there something that this violates in terms of any agreement that we have for visas or extending your stay in another country? You can't just go and stay in a foreign country forever.
Well, absolutely, and that would be on the parent. The parent would leave here. The U.S. citizen parent would leave here. They have abducted these children in accordance to New Jersey law and New York law. These children are in full parental custody of their fathers. One was born in New Jersey, one was born in New York. And the mother has them there. So the mother, if she ever wanted to come back, either of the mothers, they might not be able to.
Have they talked to any members of Congress? I mean, Chris Smith is such a vocal leader on this, and he's been incredibly successful in bringing people back to the United States.
Absolutely. They're in constant contact with Congressman Chris Smith. He's working with this Child Abduction Act to try to get them part of the Hague Convention as well, so we can get these children brought back to their parents. And maybe if they had to go back to India, do it in the right way. Do it through the court system. Let them leave. Apply for citizenship in India. But these are abductions, and you know, these parents are going down to D.C. again on the 8th as a group, and they're going to lobby for their cause.